Hey guys, it's Jeff from Jeff's Vegetable Garden and Containers. We did the vegetables yesterday. Today I had to come out and uncover all the fruit trees. This is avocado here. It took a hit. It's completely covered in plastic and vent holes and everything, but it's not, it did a lot better than I thought it was. It lost some leaves up top, but I think I can get that to recover decently. The guava got a little discolored and brownish in it, and I pulled some of these leaves off the top here while I break this branch off this dead up on the top. This one was really healthy, but cold weather definitely got to the stuff, even though I had it all sealed up. There was nothing stopping that sub-zero stuff. The grapefruit didn't seem to really get hit too much. Like I said, I just unwrapped all this stuff this morning. I had plastic bags and electrical tape. They were all tightened in with a vent hole cut in the top, and they've been on for like a week. So this one seemed to fare pretty good. The orange tree back here seemed to fare very nice. Better than I thought it would, but it did good. And this is another, it's like a kumquat type smaller orange tree, and this one just went through everything real good. There's my buddy in the picture. So that one seems pretty good. I have to admit, these clusias or whatever they're called. Oh wait, that's what they're called, the name. See how white and balmy, weird looking they are right now. They were just green just 2 days ago, so didn't think I was going to have to cover them. They're pretty heavy-duty, weatherable plants down here in Florida, but this one's got some green down here on the end still, and this one's got some empty. The other ones really took a hit, so we'll have to see how they work out. Even this bigger one here took a hit. These things are hardy. They're like desert. They've been in cold before and hot, but they did take a hit with this real cold weather here with the color in them. So it's not from lack of water, because I do keep up with them that way, no matter what it is outside. And everything back here looks pretty good. I can take these socks off this tree here to protect the end of the tree during the freezing weather on that. You just take them sticks they give you off them trees and pop them in the ground, and they start growing big leaves off them, them big trees. We've had 3 or 4 of them start, and we lost a couple in the hurricane, so it's different. But the big hit that I see was clusias. I think will come back. Well, I'm hoping they will, because they really look like crap. But if not, anything's replaceable. But if you look at like this papaya here, it was all wrapped in blankets and kept up with, and it just looks like hell. But I think I can cut everything off the top and get it all to start regrowing again. I think we'll be right, because I had it completely covered. This banana here was looking real good until the cold weather, but it still was hanging in there. But you can see it looks like it went through a terrible mess, but I have faith I can cut them 2 top limbs off of there and then let it grow some more and see what it does. I think when the warm weather kicks back in, I might be able to get something out of it, because see that papaya there did the same thing. Even though it was completely wrapped up and out of the cold, it just took it to nothing. But I have faith that those things will come back, because I had the stalks and the limbs and everything wrapped up tight. So, and when I was working on this early on these bananas, getting into them, I uncovered, everything was still sweating and wet and not frozen. So I have, not sure about this one, because this one took a hit a while ago, and it's not looking too much better. So if something don't come out of it, I'm probably gonna have to replace that banana tree there. It just took a big hit. This banana tree here, you see, took a big hit. Just remember, like a month and a half ago, these things were just flourishing. So this record cold definitely kicked my banana and papaya trees rear end. But I'll get them trimmed up and give an update after a couple weeks after I get them back up and going. This lime's still hanging in. It's a purple lime. The color's not as dark as I want it to be, but hell, just to see it survive was just amazing. That old orange tree survived, and I couldn't cover that, it was too big, but it survived what we went through. The lemon tree out front was pretty good. That's the other little lemon tree I had covered up, and it looks no worse for wear anywhere. So, and the lime right here looks real good. This should be the year. There's a couple leaves on it. You see the new ones and a couple ones that died off here and don't look great. But heck, if I was under a blanket for 4 or 5 days with no fresh sun and cold weather, I'd probably have issues too. So I'm working on trying to get it back. Yeah. And like I said, I'm looking at this side of the avocado. It don't look the greatest, but after everything's off it, let's give it a couple days and see if it comes back to form. Avocados I've noticed that I have down here, they very finicky. Too much sun, not enough sun. Too much water, not enough water. They're which you think the watering problem wouldn't be too bad down here, but because of the sand and drainage. But these avocados, they can be real finicky. I'm hoping to get it through its growth stage of this summer and this year, and then hopefully I'll get it back to getting into the full part of growing real good. Everything else seemed to hang in there to a point. I'm going to show you out front a couple of things too. You want to go in? So I'm going in to go through the garage. You coming with me? All right. Yeah, we'll go through. Come on. I'll let you go through. All the extra oranges from the trees we're finding. They're kind of a sour orange. You coming in? Coming in? Go get a drink. Get your drink. So just walked through the garage. Just did a whole major. Last 2 days I was really cold. Did a complete overhaul of the garage. Believe me, my back was all bad. Like I showed you the other day, the garden and everything looks pretty doggone good after being covered under plastic and surviving low 20s and mid 20s and wind chills of 19. So pretty happy, and I was going to show you. You can see these, and you can see those cauliflowers there. I got 2 or 3 more coming up here that I had to water everything, get the leaves. Remember how bad the leaves look in the video I did the other day? They're back up now. It's the amazing thing about this stuff is you can bring vegetables back and do things with them. A lot of people just give up on them, don't realize what you can do. So, and honestly, I didn't know when I first started doing all this stuff either. So it's stuff you learn as you go through and make mistakes and lose stuff. I'm pretty good with it. Up north and all around, I'm pretty good with all that stuff. Down here, I'm getting a lot better at everything, but it's learning and adapting my growing patterns and growing strengths to what goes on down here. You see that was really flourishing. That took a hit in the cold weather. It's got little purple and blue flowers all over it. I have no idea. My wife picked it out, but that's it. So you can see kind of like these leaves here never do this stuff. Something caught in the shoe. These leaves kind of took a hit here, but heck, what I'm showing, it's not bothering me at all. It took a hit. Some of the stuff, some of the stuff I put in the garage that I could get in the garage from out here. Everything else relatively looks decent. Stuff out here on the island took a little bit of a hit, I noticed. I put the baskets and containers back out here today, but you can see that one right there. That took a hit. That one took a hit, and all the leaves fell off. And this one looks like it's coming back now, but it was just 2 days ago looked good, and then this cardboard palm took a hit. So it's better to eat both of these little, I can't think what these colorful things are called right now, but croutons. These crotons took a hit, but they look like they're going to possibly survive. But those 2 over there, I'll probably have to replace. But that's the thing, like if you even look at that purple bush we got growing there with the flowers and everything on it, thing was vibrant, just going crazy, and it looks like it just still got flowers coming off, but the actual leaves herself just look a little, yeah, they took a hit. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta keep an eye on it, see what it does, watch your fertilizer, and if it warms up again here and gets back into our normal temperature range here in the next couple of weeks, I think that by trimming and fertilizing and watering, I think I'll be able to get everything back here. This lemon tree looks real good. It didn't get affected at all from what I can see. We still got a couple of lemons growing right in there, but they're green. They got to still, there's more on there too, but I got to trim that back. But, you know, for the record they had here, and going back to the early 1900s, 1800s, down here in Southwest Florida, to see us be able to get through with only minimal damage, I'm pretty pleased. Yeah, I mean, I hate seeing my papayas and my bananas or anything have issues, but you know, when you really think about it, all that stuff's replaceable. Just like people, everything's replaceable. You just cover and do as much. Believe me, it was on and off for a couple of weeks now. It is vibrant purple and blue and green flowery thing here. You can see how it died back and took a hit. See how that plant took a little bit of a hit. So I just have to, it's got freezer burn on some of this stuff. It got so cold, but you can only cover so much. I mean, I only got so many plastic bags. I only got so much time. And with the weather, you know, one day down here 80 and the next day highs in the 40s and lows at night in the high 20s and low 30s, which is not used to down here. It just, you can only do what you can do. So to have as much as I have here, survive and still look good, going, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I'm pretty damn happy with the way it is. And see that clue, you see how green that one is compared to them ones out back? And it even took a little bit of hit on the top. You see that from the cold, but they all look, those ones out back here were always green, so I don't know. Obviously that night it got down with the wind chill to 19. Got to some of the stuff. That's where I took the broccoli and a bunch of stuff off the other day, and it's looking good. Even these bushes here that grow great here on the side of these purple ones, they took a hit in the cold weather. So what I expected was everything that couldn't be covered, it was left that side. What I had to cover, I covered the most important. Well, I'm not gonna say most important, it sounds wrong. I covered the vegetables and the fruit trees, and I covered them good and took care of them. And you see we had probably about an 80% success rate with having everything survive and look pretty good. So I'm tickled pink that way. As far as the regular plants and bushes like these, you can see some of the leaves on some of them that were just 2-3 days ago. You see how they're growing down there real nice, but up here they took a hit. It's just something that this material and these plants and this area aren't used to. And so I got to see what I can salvage, what I can't salvage, and then we'll just go from there. I mean, because this stuff definitely, and this, when I say lifetime of these plants, or these type of plants they have down here in Florida and Southwest Florida, they never see this stuff. Never this record stuff we had down here. So, hey, glad I'm not up north where I used to be, where it was 1, 2 degrees and 9 degrees. So, glad I was down here even though it was cold as crap. I know up north it was even 10 times colder. All right, guys, I just wanted to give you a little update on the freeze and what it did to regular plants and stuff around. And we'll keep giving updates as we go. And I'm going to trim everything back now that took a hit, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel to people, and we'll just keep pushing along from down here in Florida. See y'all now. Thanks.